Okay, so
Just wait 1 second,
just, here I am waiting patiently. We're about to get to Tea and Tarot Tuesdays in a moment. Sorry. Okay, so I believe now
Okay, so you're live on Facebook now.
Cool. On which system? On the Magic.
On your personal.
Okay.
I'm looking right now at Magic Cloth Carry one. It's waiting for a live video.
Okay. Now.
So you're fine now. Don't hit that button again.
Okay.
Do you need me to show you what buttons you can hit and what you can't?
Oh no, I did. It's just because right here they weren't there. None of the scenes were there. It just,
when you click on the live scene, they'll generate on there, and then you'll be able to see like the Etsy one and the, the Four of Wands, and like practice. Press the Four of Wands right now.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to learn this technology right here.
So when you click on the Four of Wands, it'll pop up. And when you click on it again, it'll go away. Just like that.
Okay, sorry guys. I didn't get a chance to practice this. I was given a remote and been like, here, figure it out.
So the only time that you're going to touch anything is when you're pulling up a picture, pulling up the website, or if you're ending and it's end stream.
Cool.
So that's all you gotta touch.
So I'm live right now?
Yep.
Cool. Sorry you guys. We figured this out right now. It's really hard with all this technology, but we're good now. So right here, the cool thing, we have this whole studio setup thing, and it gets a little confusing because I have to go through different systems and OBS. I've got, lights and everything now, because typically I'd have Sexton help me, but today we are practicing now just by using the phone, doing it all independently. But learning it is really hard. But now, the problem is that it wasn't showing up in the transition part I thought it would be, and I pressed the wrong button, which made it go black. So that's what happened if anyone is wondering. But now I learned how to do this. I go, ta-da, and make it appear, and make it disappear, and put all the things on there. Cool. So yeah, anyone that is wondering all of this that's like taking time and has been here since, day one of like seeing the transition, it is a pain in the ass learning this technology, but we learn every day and celebrate the little victories. And that's kind of a cool tie-in about what we're going to talk about today. Talking about the Four of Wands is celebrating those little victories. I am learning this system that involves like the 4K camera. I've got like 4 lights on me, I have a professional mic thing. I'm controlling everything with my with a phone right now that says like the different scenes. Like, look how cool this is. Look at like the technology thing. So it says Four of Wands, right? I hope it does. Yes, it says Four of Wands. I touch it, boom. And everything is controlled here, like in a studio. So it's cool to see everything like come together. So again, hey, welcome everyone on YouTube land. I'm seeing all the comments there, and then on Facebook and on Twitch and all the cool things we got. Welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. Now we're having a nice little roll that we're going on with. We talk about all things tarot, and we have some tea, and we kind of discuss like the card of the day. I want to light this charcoal tab. This is my ye old cauldron. Isn't that nice? I'm going to light this cauldron right here. And we're going to, today we're going to burn some rose and some lavender. As opposed to, we normally do sage, we're going to do rose and some lavender. But first I got to light the charcoal tab. It's a different way to do some spiritual incenses, if you're interested. And do that now. So welcome anyone that's new here. Welcome to Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. I'm Foxy Divine, aka Psychic Seth. I'm a psychic and spiritual guide, and kind of just like sassy witch who likes to give you the tea. And today we're going to be talking about the Four of Wands, which is interesting, talking, kind of applying it to this moment. is celebrating the little victories. And like, as I started off, when I started doing these lives and everything like that, it was on like a shitty phone camera for the lives, and it wasn't even like as good as the camera I have on my phone right now. It was like 2-3 steps down, and I still did it, and I still committed, and I celebrated every little victory upon the way. And that's kind of the cool card of the day that we got going on there. If anyone's in the room, either be on YouTube or Facebook or any of those platforms, say hi. Give us a little hello. We see Lovely Blue, Corey, Jesse Baker, everyone that is watching on YouTube, hello, and anyone that's just joining in, as well as Facebook. Diane and Tina, hey, we're going to be talking about having some celebration time. So what I do first is that I'm going to light a candle. Oh, actually, before we get into like the meditation part, I just wanted to let everyone know what's happening with me and give everyone an update. I no longer have a physical location at the mall. The contract was up and we decided to move in another direction. There's nothing wrong, everything's fine. Go visit North Country Curiosities. She's great. Her soaps, her lotions, and everything is awesome. It has a great homey, rustic feel. So go check it out, North Country Curiosities. We're no longer in there, and it was good. We learned a lot. I'm super excited for the future, but we're no longer having a physical place there. We have some great plans coming in the future. I can't announce yet, but it's looking at March 1st. We might be going in the mall. It depends on how contracts go and everything out, but we might have another place. Everything's up in the air right now, so if you do want to get some of my teas that I have, Downtown Julie Brown, which is in Watertown in the Square, great location, shop small, shop local. Downtown Julie Brown in the Square has our teas right now, as well as River Muse. It's an art gallery. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll announce that. Or last thing, you can also check out our Etsy that we have. Let me see if I can get this right. I did it! Look at that. I'm so like low. Look right there. www.themagicapottheshop.etsy.com. If you screenshot your phone right now, you'll be able to reference that later, and you can find all my medicinal teas and all the things that I offer. So go check out our Etsy store. A lot of great gifts, a lot of great masks, and all kinds of fun stuff. I don't know why that says jar on it. Oh yeah, and these are our biggest sellers right there. That one and that one. But yeah, so that's what's happening. Lots of cool things are in the works right now for our direction that we're going. And expanding into a legit apothecary, herbal remedies. I'm super excited for this, but I just want to make that quick announcement. We're no longer in North Country Curiosities. I still support her. It's a great place. It's just our contract was up and we decided to go in another direction and start building with that. So yeah, go check them out. So thank you for listening. I'm just going to check some things real quick. Welcome back. Thanks. Yeah, we're learning the technology thing. For anyone that was here earlier, it went out because, like I said, I'm in a whole studio right now. We got green screen, we have the camera, the mic system. I got lights everywhere, and I also have this fancy like remote control that like now I can like control like what happens on the scene and stuff. But it is a pain in the ass learning. But I think I finally got it. Hey everyone, hey Deborah. So that is a little bit about what happened at the stores. We decided to go in a different direction, and I still support it. Great store, go support local and shop small. But we will be opening up soon, and we have a lot of cool things coming. If you do want updates, last one, if you do want updates, if you email me, I will send, and just say this is my email. You can screenshot right now. Email me and I will give you my email list where once a week I send out herbs for the potions and plants emailer. And we talk about all the potions and plants and the science behind plants and herbs. So yeah, email me there and you can join my email list, and you also see our first opening date and you'll get to come to our soft opening. So yeah, go look that up. Turn that up. So today, dig in the background. Thanks. I like that whole like potion-y, like alchemist kind of feel. Look at that guy, look at him. He's chilling in the back, he's my friend. His name is Francis. I will call him Francis. Hi Francis. I really actually, when I start doing these lives, I want to have like a whole puppet show thing going on, or have like puppets in the background that kind of like play around with me. And let's see here, someone said, and I am kind of a future reader. Me, can you do friends due to similarities? Like, can you do friends futures and read for them? I'd say so. I do it for friends all the time. Some people will say like, oh, you know, you always want the best for them, and it's true. And it's hard to read for a friend or a family member because you want it to go a certain way, and yes, that's true. But it's about removing the ego and just saying what spirit says to you, no matter what direction. And yeah, you can mix in runes with tarot. I like to do bone readings sometime where I'll throw like different curios, different bones with the cards and mix them together. Divination is special to the diviner. So whatever you use to divine, you can use if it works for you. Cool thing about divination, yes, I use tarot, but I also have a lot of other forms that I mix in with it, or just on my own for fun. I just love researching divination. For you, I've seen people use cloud divination. You can use tea leaves, you can use runes, crystals. There's a certain divination where you read someone's belly button. I thought that was funny. Where you like see if it's an innie or an outie, or how big it is, small it is, size of it, oval or circle. Look up belly button divination. That's a really funny one to watch. But that's why I love to do divining. It helps. Divine means to connect to the divine, to see what spirit guides you through, or what, you know, what you can divine for guidance, or to divine for what will happen in the future. But oftentimes it's just spirit, or God, or goddess, or angels, or animal totems, or deities, whatever the fuck you want to call it, works through you to help you divine. So cool, yeah, you can totally mix those together. Again, today we're going to be talking about the Four of Wands, but before we go into the card, I would like to do a quick little breathing and cleansing exercise. So this is herbal incense that I'm going to be doing right now. People are like, oh, sage, I don't, want to use sage, or it makes my senses go off, or XYZ, or I'm allergic. Well, you can start using herbal incenses, and you can do a charcoal tab. And today I'm using just a basic, I'm using some lavender with some rose petals, and you can put it on the charcoal tab, and it does the same effect that you're looking for with cleansing an area. Just as you would with sage or Palo Santo, you can use a certain one. This one a really sweet aroma because it has the lavender and the rose combined together very nicely, very floral aroma, and it works the same to clear areas. Certain herbs have different aspect too, to where it can be like this can bring love, or this can bring peace, but I like to use them for cleansing as well. Breathe some in myself and send some towards you. And let's take a second to breathe. We're going to take a deep breath in, and then out. Continue breathing in and out, and you're just releasing all tension from your body. You're releasing all tension in your back and your shoulders, unclenching your jaw. And we're just setting our intention that we're putting ourselves into a learning mentality. Learning how to celebrate the small things in life. Taking time of pause and finding security in that. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then out. 1 more deep breath in. And then out. All right, you can open your eyes. So today, like I said, we are talking about let me get right here. Oh, hey, Jessica. Hey. Today, we just did some little herbal incense. Today I decided to go with some rose and lavender. I find a very good floral aroma. Also kind of mixes in with the card that we got with let me get this right here, you guys. Boom! Look at that, I did it. The Four of Wands, which if you look at the card, you can see the flowers on there representing like joy and celebration. So that's why I thought it was appropriate that today we burn some herbal incense that is some flowers with some rose and lavender. Brings joy. You know, besides just cleansing the area, it's just having the aroma around you just brings joy on its own. So that's why I decided it'd be appropriate today for the card that we were talking about. Take a sip of my water. And yes, I do have 2 cups here. Some people, they're like, what the fuck? You have like 5 different cups there. Each potion, my dear friend, each potion has a different motion. So today hang on. Hey, guess what? One of the side effects of COVID vaccine is Bell's palsy. Oh, goody. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Thank you for sharing with the class. So just tuning in, hey, welcome. So today, like I said, we are talking about the Four of Wands. And you can see right there, so a little like picking apart all this symbology. And again, why I love tarot is it's very pictorial, which means you look at the card and you can see what's happening. So it's a really good, like, that's why tarot is really great for people to learn. I think everyone should learn tarot, even if you're not like spiritual, just like, it's a great tool for identifying things within yourself. And it's a great tool for learning intro to divination, as opposed to like, let's go back to what we were talking about before, when you can say like cloud divination or tasseomancy, which is like the art of reading tea leaves. Reading tea leaves can be a little bit more challenging at times. It depends, but like it can be, because you're like, oh, I can see this and this, and you know what to spot out for and the symbolism and all the little things, versus just seeing the same thing over and over again. And tarot can be a very, very like, it can teach you the basics of it, which can teach you to walk. So going back to my original point with the pictorial language, and how when tarot, don't see tarot as like this hard thing to where you're like, oh my God, there's so much, what do I do? Go down to the bare necessities. I can't believe I did that. Go back to the bare necessities, or like the basis of the card of looking at what you see. So what do you see when you look at this card? You see flowers, so like joy. You see 2 people celebrating, so celebration. You see the castle in the background. So what does a castle say to you? What is the symbology of castle? In this one in particular, in the Rider-Waite style, it can mean having your security, having your home foundation. You also see like people, like if you look closer, chilling in the background, just like saying what's up, they're partying. This is about you having that foundation up with home. Other thing with the foundation that you can see is you can see the 4 pillars. In numerology, 4 is the number of stability, foundations. You need 4 corners of the house. You need 4 legs in a chair. Yes, I know some people have 3-legged chairs, but for security purposes, 4. So that's like a great way to attach to the numerology aspect, is think 4 chair. I know it sounds super weird, but it's what helps me. 4 chair. There, it takes 4 legs on a chair to make you feel secure and stable. I'm gonna read some of these here. I can't quite see what the people in the background are doing. Can you describe? It's just they're partying like all through here, and it's really hard to see. Not every deck has it, but like if you look closely, a lot of times you'll see they're just like, you know, dancing, celebration. Think like like wedding day. So that gets into like another card this card can represent. It can represent like that wedding celebration. This is the after party of the wedding. That's kind of like the energy and vibe of this card going on. My mother read tea leaves, excellent at it. That's cool. I love tasseomancy. I want to do more of it. It just like helps you tune in, and it's all on like the observer and what they see, and that's why tasseomancy is like this beautiful art, because one person, and it's so on your own perspective, versus like tarot is up for interpretation, and it can be to the reader, but it does have like some ground rules to where it's like, hey, this card typically does mean this. You can kind of meld it in your direction on your quality of how you've lived your life. But Tasseomancy is like really deep. So where like someone might see a dog and think loyalty, but the other one be like, dog, this is like bad luck. And there is some loose interpretations of different tea leaf readings where they'd be like, oh, the moon means this and the sun means this, and there is some like base knowledge, but then it grows onto what you as the diviner experience. So yeah, Tasseomancy is awesome. Jessica says, I see a gateway and a threshold. Yeah, so the gate, bring that in. That's really cool that you say that. This card, little key notes for everyone, you can take away celebration, because think you see them at like a wedding and they're like getting, you know, partying and stuff. It can represent like coming together in a group, and also that going back to like the OG crew, or like going back to the family roots. It can represent like finding that security, stability there. On the threshold part, to bring it in, is this card is a reminder to kind of like celebrate the accomplishments in your life, and also to celebrate like the little things in your life. If this card were to come up, it would be like, hey, you need to take time of pause and say, yo, you're doing great. You know, take a second back. An example that I would give, applicable to my life, is during one of my drag shows that I was, for anyone that doesn't know too, here in Watertown, New York, I used to do drag shows all the time, put them on, and at my cafe in the middle area, fun time, drag queen game night. Took a lot of work getting all the performers together, doing the advertisement, getting the word out, you know, a lot of work and decoration and everything, getting the prizes from all local business, because it was like a very much community event where I supported local businesses. That being said, during the event, sold out show, and there's like 50 people here playing games, having fun, and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, all right, I need to get a drink. All right, I need to get this. All right, I need to get that. Who's up next? Who's in the playlist? Where's the thing? Where's the DJ? And I'm like all over the place. Like, if anyone's seen me, like a lot of times at the drag shows, you'd see me like bouncing around like a rabbit with its head cut off. And sometimes my friend Michaela, she stopped me one time. She got fucked. She like stopped me by the shoulder. She goes, stop. I go, okay. And she goes, look around you. And then like she like pointed to everything. She's like, this is awesome. This is great, you did this. You helped put this on, you organized this. Look at this magic that you created. Take time, give me 1 minute to just stand next to me and look at it. And that woke me up to like, oh shit. Sometimes you need to take pause and go, this is awesome. Sometimes you need to take that in the threshold of the success too, because then that led to other successes. So that's why I'm bringing in like the whole threshold thing, is it's like taking a pause before the next threshold versus like just like powering on through to where you're like just chugga, 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 just like going through. You need to take time at the train station, let's call it. You got from one part to the other part, take a second to like stop and just put in pause, because otherwise why are you doing what you do in life? You need to take a second to realize all of your accomplishments that you've done. You need to take time to celebrate. That's why this card can also mean like a time of coming together as friends, but versus like the Three of Cups, or the Three of Wands, which can mean like the Three of Wands means like the success and like getting your shit done, the entrepreneur. The Four of Wands is more of just like that pause. Look at this. Let's celebrate our quarter average increased. We are getting married to celebrate the threshold between being, you know, not together to being together, you know, bound, whatever the fuck you want to call it, marriage. And it's that celebration between the threshold. So it's really appropriate that you've seen that card, and it's awesome that you called that out there. Let's see here. You were the host of the most. Thanks. That's my goal. I am at my highest point when I'm on the mic on a stage. That is me just like, and just like, and not even just performance, but being able to like make people laugh and make like hundreds of people plus laugh. That is my key. That is what I love to do. just the gateway is like a frame around the moment. That stopping to notice recognizes the holiness of the moment. That is beautiful. And nod right back. That is, you know, can you see the card? Yes, there you go. And it is that like pause between the doorway. Another thing you could like, oh, I got it. Let's go back to doorways. You bought a new house, right? And you're stopping at the doorway, and before you go in to start this whole life, it's that like hand on your on the door handle and just going like even something small like that, just taking time to just take in those victories, no matter how small they are. So other things this card could represent, this is like going in the reverse lingo. I don't so much do reversed as much, but to me reverse can mean like this is an important card. But this is another aspect of the reversal for anyone that does reversals or their interpretation mixed into it. It could say like celebrating the little things, maybe not wanting to celebrate the little things with people. Like, let's say that you committed to a month of like working out, hardcore, going to the gym, and you lost like 10 pounds, but your goal is to lose like 40 pounds. Or 30 pounds or whatever. And it's that times where you're not quite like being open with the celebration, but it's reminding you still need to take note of how far you've come. Or maybe like you've gone a week without a cigarette. Oh, that's a great example. Let's say that you've gone a week without a cigarette and you've been smoking for 10 years. If you were to like announce on Facebook, you would feel kind of like weird being like, I made a week without cigarettes. Some people do, and that's great. But this is that internal conflict of being like, I made a week without cigarettes. If I tell people, they're gonna be like, but like to you, if you've been smoking for 10 years and you go a week without cigarettes, you're fucking flying at that point. And it's that waiting until you can get to that 21 days. So this is a reminder, if it comes up at a spread, to still like celebrate the little things, even if it's outwardly or like a small victory or like a huge victory. Either way, it's that threshold. Again, you see the flowers at the top right there. I'll put a little bit more rose and lavender, actually, as I would say that. I love this smell so much. I love the smell of burning rose and lavender, especially the rose. Rose is actually, I like that smell more in lavender. You know, it's that taking that time to celebration. A lot of times you'll see this card in tarot, like in my deck, which is a modern adaptation, but still like applicable. It has a married couple, and you can see like a married couple. Oh my God, it has the green screen. That's cool. It's like all the other part. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry. Oh yeah, because it has green on it. And they're at a marriage ceremony, and that's celebrating that the celebration of life. This can also represent like a holiday coming together. So it could represent like, you know, you have Hanukkah, or you got Kwanzaa, or you got Yule, or any other holiday that you have. It's just the coming together, and it's like that celebration point, and knowing that it's like, it's that time to get together with your family or friends. Read some more things. Things are fabulous when you organize it, fun, spiritual, and empowering. Yeah, for sure. And hi, Dan. Just sending you my love again. Just thinking about you. Yeah, and that's another thing this card can mean too, is maybe that taking the pause. I've seen in some of my studies, some people refer this as like another kind of feng shui card. There's a few cards that have feng shui energy, but like this one in particular, because it can say like you getting your shit together in your house and organizing it again and starting to like maybe move things around, maybe like go back to that feng shui to help you find that stability. So it's like another keynote attached to it. So I'm going to do a quick little review before we move on. Today's card was the Four of Wands, which can represent celebration. It can represent like this coming together. It can represent security within like the home, or security within like the family. Again, tying to that feng shui energy. Taking pause to celebrate, either it be the little or the big things. If you got the promotion, celebrate it. You lost some weight, celebrate it. You quit smoking for even a week, celebrate it. We are a creature and a species that need to be told we're doing great, even if it's that self-satisfaction of saying we're doing great. As you can see, the couple on the threshold between their, the marriage and coming into that marriage life, you have to take time to celebrate that transition, for that commitment, as this couple who's getting married is committing right before they go through the threshold of their life together. They're taking this moment to celebrate with their friends and family and saying, hey, this is a great thing. Again, you can see the flowers, which represent the joy. You can see the couple, which means coming together. You can see the 4 things there, which represent the threshold, the stability. You know, think like a chair. Again, numerology, it'll bring it in there for you. 4 chair. I know it's weird, but just think 4 chair, and you'll be able to remember stability. And then you see everyone hanging out in the back, having a good time for support. Another thing you can attach it to with the feng shui is you see the house, or the castle in the back, which represents coming back to the OG crew. So like another thing you could see in this reading, if it pops up, someone was like, oh, do you see XYZ? And if your intuition sees this, you could say, I see a friend from your past coming in, like your OG crew that you used to hang with, or getting down back to the basics, like, you know, your ride or dies. This would be like the ride or dies card that you'd be like, yeah, that's my main bitch right there. So it's little extra knowledge for you on this card. If anyone has any other comments, let me know. Write them in the comments. Tell me what you thought. You know, what cards do you want to see me cover? What subject do you want me to do a video on? I am here to listen to you. What was your take on this card? Write in the comments what you thought of the card, and I'd love to read it. So just a reminder, anyone that might have missed it, let me take that down. I am no longer inside of the mall for a physical space. We're taking a new direction. It's still great. Go visit North Country Curiosity. She's still great soap and goat's milk, and it's rustic and it's super cute. Go check it out. And that is inside of the mall. But we right now, because our contract was up and wanted to move in a new direction, and we possibly, fingers crossed, we're still working out everything, might open up in the mall. So that's really cool, and looking forward to that. If you still want to buy some of our teas from the Magic Apothecary, you can still buy some at Downtown Julie Brown, and you can go check that out. She's selling our teas, and we have all our things there. But you can also go right here. Look at that. themagicapothshop.etsy.com. And if you screenshot right now, I'll screenshot with you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now you can go visit it, and we will ship it to you. Hopefully get it by Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. And then lastly, if you want to, oh wait, I'll show you this cool shit, because boyfriend did the work. Let's see here. We got that. That's some of our gift sets that we have right there. That's our biggest seller. And then we have this one right here. Great stocking stuffer. We got Lover's Potion. I love that. It comes with a strainer and everything. So if you want to shop local and support a small business, let us know. Go check out our Etsy. And lastly, if you want to join our, let's see, I'm learning how this technology. It's so cool. My email. If you want to email me and you have any questions, suggestions, or anything you want to talk about, or you want to book a psychic reading, I do readings full time, and it's just like this. Just as we're talking right here, this is how the psychic reading will be. I'm no longer doing them in person. We're taking a break from that. The positivity rate is way too high. So we're gonna be taking a break from the readings. So if you want to, right there is my email. Send me an email and to book a reading, or send me an email to sign up for my Potions and Plants emailer, where I send you weekly tea recipes, and I send you some science-based knowledge, herb of the weeks, all kind of cool stuff. So again, screenshot and send me an email and tell me what you think. So I prefer, you still in the Franklin? I haven't seen you in a while. We had to take a break, and hey, what up, Scotty? Yeti. We had to take a break from the cafe for various reasons, including like it not being up to COVID standards, like because of the size and the filters, to not feeling safe in our cafe because I have a stalker and a homophobe that keeps coming after me. So we didn't feel too safe, and with what's going on with the Proud Boys and everything, it's not conducive for me to be in a place that is not properly secured. So we went to the mall, to where there's actual security and constant security guards that are around, so I feel way safer there. So right now we are working on going to the going to the mall and actually like staying in the mall. But we're working out contracts right now. And I miss you, and I miss seeing my friends, and I miss going to the bar and seeing my friends and cheersing and everything, but it is for the best, especially because of how fucking shit is right now. Smart move, thank you. That's why it sucked to move, but we had to move. I feel better, and it's like, it's great direction. Now I'm a certified herbalist. I can actually like, you know, and I went to like a school that's like accredited for it and like known for its herbalism, and it's like really, I love it. I'm so obsessed with it now and helping people. And I've already helped out a bunch of people with like my herbal consultations. And for anyone that doesn't know, an herbal consultation is where I give you like a 50 questionnaire about XYZ. Some people come to me for like headaches, to stomach issues, to PMS cramps, like anything like that. And I go through like your chart. I talk about like, when is the last time you get your blood work done? And then we go like deep into it to help you say like, this herb will help you with XYZ. And I've been doing that like a lot. And then some people will actually combine it to where I'll be able to help them body, mind, and soul, to where I give them a psychic reading and I give them an herbal consultation. So I say like, hey, you have sleep issues, try this meditation, but also try this XYZ herb, or this, you know, like my tea, go the fuck to sleep. That's like my biggest seller, and that shit like sells. That's like numero uno. And it actually knocks you out. And it's just beautiful going in this direction, helping people, not just spiritually, but helping them on science-based, peer-reviewed, the peer-reviewed science of herbs, and not just like hippie jargon, but actually being able to like help. And I love it. It's just a beautiful direction, and now I get to do them over line too, so that's why I'm so pumped for this and doing that. Let's see here, a few other things. Your hair really brings up your different color eyes. Thanks. I got the purple. It's secretly why I did it, is I fucking split them on purpose. Not really, but that'd be smart. And God, I miss you too, man. I'll see. Yeah, the unions. Yeah. It sucked, but it's a new direction, and I love you too, man. And we'll hang out soon. It's, you know, this plague's almost done. Give Aries and Rachel my love and hug them for me. And your mom and everyone. I got oibs. Awesome. So yeah, thank you guys again. One more time for anyone that missed it. Oh, hey Tracy, hey Dylan. Today we talked about, I'll review right quick, this card right here, the Four of Wands. Quick little takeaways from this. One, talks about stability, and it talks about celebration, being able to celebrate the little things in life, and taking that time on a threshold before you go through it. That's why you see people getting married on it. It's that pause before the single life to the commitment, and like through the threshold and through. Again, basic part on there. You see little flowers on there in lavender. I'm gonna burn some myself right now too. I'll just put all of that on there because I like the smell of roses. And that's another reason I did this herbal incense, is like kind of like to set the mood, like if anything for myself too, because it has the celebration and the roses and the lavender. And one thing you can see on common pictorial language is that if you look at the roses actually are on there, and the flowers, it represents the joy, the celebration, the coming together. So yeah, your skin is flawless. What is your regimen? Well, except for this one right here, I got a little, not there, it's right there. I got one little zit because I just did drag. This Saturday, for anyone that seen it, I did the drag show, and that kind of fucked my skin up a little bit. With like the first zit. I get like a zit like once every like 6 months. But my regimen is typically I will do a cleanser, and then I do a rose water toner, and then I put a serum on there that, depending on like what I'm in the mood for, and like which one I'm cycling through at the time. I do flower essences, and what flower essences are is it's a steam bath, so you get like a big glass bowl, and then you put flowers in there or different herbs, sometimes rosemary. It depends on your skin type. Like, are you more like oily skin type? Are you more like dry? Are you more natural? Depending on what the herb is that you're trying to do. It could range from roses, lavender, to calendula, to rosemary, to, you know, there's just a whole bunch of mix. And you put it inside of a pot or glass thing with boiling water, and then you cover it. and then you let it steep for about 15 minutes until all the volatile oils like go through there. And then you take it off and you put a towel over your head, and then you put it over the steam bath of the herbs. All of these oils then instantly, you gotta get it like right when it goes out, because it's the first blast that goes through. And then you go like that, and then that blast of all the oils there, again, don't burn yourself, not recommending this to anyone. If you try that, it's on your own. If you don't look up how to do it, that's your that's your problem. But how I do it is then, like, let's say most of the time I'll be doing like a calendula rose kind of blend that I got going on. And I'll just sit there for like 15 minutes as the herbs and the oils both cleanse out the debris, but also add some like more nourishing qualities to them. I also exfoliate twice a week. So that's just like a little bit on it. I use it as my skin and also face mask too. Is for me, the self-care for me is skincare. Again, that's because I'm a Libra and I'm like a brat when it comes to my skincare. But that's what I use. Some people, for their self-care, they like to work out, or some people like to do baths. I'm not so much in the bath life. I do sometimes as like a self-care, like this is great, I love myself. But like mostly it's the skin. And that's why I love to do it. I do like my own self-ritual love. I'll write down like 10 things I love about myself, or 10 things I'm grateful for, and then go into the skin regimen. Sundays is like heavy skincare day. And that's because I take that moment of self-care. This is great. I'm taking the time to honor myself, to better my skin, to better myself. So that's a little bit on my little skincare geekery for you, and what I love to do skincare so much. Minus when I do drag and it fucks up my skin, because I got like one little zit and two right there. Because like it's with like drag, you're putting on like 5 pounds of makeup. Like it's its own like caked on skin you like peel off. But it's still fun. I love doing it. So yeah, that's a little knowledge of the day, little card that we did right there. Thank you everyone that joined in. Again, if you want to email me, set up a reading or class, I can teach you how to read tarot cards or workshops, or get on the list for our opening. You can email me here. I gotta get down low because how the camera's, I feel like, hello, how are you? PsychicSeth@gmail.com. If you screenshot right now, right there, I screenshot him. I can't, why did I screenshot? I didn't even need to screenshot. Fuck it. I'm just like, hey, I did it. Screenshot right now, and you can message me and tell me your thoughts. What do you want to see covered? What videos do you want to see? Do you want me to do a podcast on something? I love doing this because I love to make you guys smile. Yes, it helps me get my name out there, but this is also a passion of mine. I love to teach people. I love to spread joy. I love to spread healing to the world. So with that, homework assignment for you guys. Try to find something in your life to celebrate this week. It could be something small. Cleaned your room. That sounds so basic, but it's okay. Because sometimes when we're down or XYZ in our life, cleaning our room could be a huge accomplishment. Celebrate it. Maybe, what is a transitionary period of you that you need to take pause for a second on the threshold and just celebrate in your life? And I want for you to celebrate yourself. By that, it could be something super small. You go out and like, you get like, I don't know, fucking coffee, or you just like play your favorite song and dance. You know, that's free. You can just put on something on the radio and just like, I do this all the time. Like I do a little jig, and I also have like this like little bell that I like to ring to like celebrate myself. I'm like, I did it. And it makes me laugh, and it makes me celebrate life. So what is a time in your life you can celebrate your life? Go grab this card if you have a deck of tarot cards. Look up the 4 of Wands, or look it up on Google, the 4 of Wands, and kind of meditate on how that is applicable to your life. Thank you everyone for joining. I do these every Tuesday for Tea and Tarot Tuesdays. Make sure you go check out my YouTube, Foxy Divine, that's Foxxy, Foxy Divine. I have exclusive content on there, exclusive videos and teachings, and free readings on Mondays. So go check out on full moons. So go check out Foxy Divine on YouTube and click subscribe and join the fun. I will see you guys next week. Have a magical day. If I can learn how to end the scene. Let's see if I can do this now and not fuck up.